Hello and good afternoon, everyone, from the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco, where just in a few moments' time, the draw for the 2023-24 UEFA Europa Conference League will be taking place.
It will indeed. And ahead of that draw, we're joined by representatives from the clubs that have qualified, all of whom are daring to dream this could be the year they win a European trophy.
Imagine. Well, it was a dream West Ham United had 12 months ago, and their dream came true in June, with the Hammers edging past Fiorentina in a dramatic final in Prague. Let's remind ourselves of the story of last season's competition.
1 points. Okay.
Ready for win, huh?
Another day in the office. When we give maximum, when we run, when we fight, you cannot lose.
Gustav Rickheim.
Անցած տարիները, որ եղել են, սենց ակումբները չեն հասել այս մակարդակի։
Another shot blocked, and what a volley!
Nós queremos chegar o mais longe possível. Queremos estar na final ali.
Spaglia la porta, palleggia, Cabral! I gol in stacca! I Malek prowadzenie! Gol na naruszenie! Beton Garcia! Gaia per Immobile! E la rete! Orban, goal! Round the back here, puts it across the body! Goal! Filip Bartyński!
On veut le résultat de l'équipe avant tout. On a envie de gagner des titres.
It's a fantastic goal! And Ryan met zijn tweede stop. Saltuista per Castrovilli!
Every so often there's a little light there which gives you a chance of winning something, and we've got that light.
Fornals, he can finish it all here, can he? Yes, he can! West Ham on their way now to a European final. Arriva Baracca! Si va a Praga! Let's go to France! Benrahma scores! Emphatically! You don't stop those! Lancio di Amrabat, Nico di testa, in area Bonaventura! Ed eccolo il gol del pareggio della Viola! Jack Bonaventura! McIntyre's played it through, and Bowen's in! He's done it! West Ham have won it! European glory is theirs!
Oh, what a night for West Ham United and all their supporters in Prague, who win their third ever European trophy and their first major European title for nigh on 60 years.
60 years. Okay, now we are edging ever closer to the draw for this year's UEFA Europa Conference League. But before we get started, it's time to celebrate the two players who really shone brightest of all in last season's competition.
Declan Rice has been named the UEFA Europa Conference League Player of the Season after a sensational campaign for West Ham. He captained his side to glory and, of course, as we just saw, scored that brilliant solo goal in the quarter-final win over KAA Ghent.
Yes, he sure did. And Andy Diouf has been named the winner of the UEFA Europa Conference League Young Player of the Season. The French midfielder enjoyed a breakout campaign with Basel scoring 3 goals and registering 2 assists as the Swiss side reached the semi-finals. So a huge congratulations to both Declan and Andy, and good luck to both as they begin new adventures with Arsenal and RC Lens respectively.
OK, time now to introduce our first guest who will be helping with today's draw. He made 550 appearances for West Ham United and remains an integral figure at his boyhood club, having taken on the role of sporting director since retiring from playing. Club legend, and the nickname sums it up, Mr. West Ham.
Please welcome the former West Ham United captain, everybody. It is Mark Noble.
Nice to see you, Mark, and nice to see the trophy is in one piece. I wasn't in Prague, but I heard it was quite a night.
Yeah, I can't remember a lot of it, to be honest. I remember the feelings of the final whistle going and West Ham United being European champions again, which was really special. And we did really enjoy that night for sure, because it's not we don't get to enjoy European trophies a lot.
Mark, tell us a bit more about those feelings, actually, because I suppose as a player, it's always you can control the controllables. But then as a fan now, watching your boyhood club in that final, what was the emotions for you?
Stressful, to be honest. It's when you're in control, when you're on the pitch and you're on the grass, it's a lot easier than sitting there watching. Because I'm so close to the players and the staff and a lot of the people associated with West Ham, you just want us to do well so much, and to go on and win that, not only for the players, but and I said the staff, but the fans had an incredible journey with us and spent a lot of money travelling around Europe, and to pay them back was pretty special.
And it's only the third year about to be of this fledgling new competition, but I guess in Roma and in West Ham it proves the point, the extra opportunity for teams like yours to win a European trophy. That's why it matters.
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing in the semi-final of the Europa League the year before was heartbreaking, and to go that one step further, and obviously you got to play Thursday, Sundays a lot, but to lift that cup at the end of the season was really special for the club, and years and years of hard work, and just that little bit of payback.
Yeah, well said, Mark. Okay, don't go anywhere. Just stay right there for the moment, because this season's UEFA Europa Conference League final will be taking place in the Hagia Sophia Stadium, the home of AEK Athens. And our next guest is something of a legend there. He enjoyed 3 different spells at the club as a player, winning the Greek Cup twice, earned successive promotions as their manager, and he was also an integral part of the national side that won UEFA Euro 2004 in Portugal.
Please welcome to the stage the UEFA Europa Conference League final ambassador, Traianos Dellas.
Benos, thank you for joining us here on stage. So the Hagia Sophia Stadium was built a couple of years after you left your role as manager, but please do tell us, what is the stadium like now?
First of all, I want to thank UEFA for this great honor to me to be the ambassador of this competition this year that we host in Athens. Hagia Sophia is a brand new stadium with all the facilities for the teams and the fans, and we're looking forward to see you all in the final.
Should be quite an occasion. I want to take you back, as I'm sure many do, to that special month in Portugal in 2004 when you were part of that Greek team. I was in Porto. More importantly, you were in Porto, but that silver goal winner against the Czech Republic. Happy days.
Very happy days and successful days for Greeks, for Greek football. And it was a very difficult tournament. We won it, but with a lot of sacrifice for our part. And we beat very good teams and big players.
Well, you said, and actually went on to win it back then in 2004 against Portugal. Can you tell us a bit about those celebrations when you brought that trophy home, if you can even remember them?
Crazy things. A lot of people in the street, a lot of Greek flags, and it was the first time in my life that I saw so many people in stadium in Kalimarmaro in Athens, and the celebration was for days.
I remember you were a big player. You're still a big player.
I'm a big, yes, I'm not player.
Well, both of you, thank you for helping us with the draw today. Please do take your positions at the draw table. Thank you.
OK, thanks to the fellas. It's time to find out who will be taking on whom in this season's UEFA Europa Conference League group stage. To conduct the draw, please welcome UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti and Tobias Hedstuck, who is the UEFA Head of Club Competitions.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of UEFA, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to Monaco for the 2023-2024 UEFA Europa Conference League Group Stage draw. As we set sail on already the third season of this great young competition, the suspense and anticipation that have brought us to this very moment will soon culminate in a series of clashes that will captivate the hearts and the minds of fans. The journey of the teams to get to this stage has been a testament to the power of teamwork, perseverance and the strong will to succeed. Like KI Klaksvik and Breidablik, who bring the winds of the North Atlantic to the tournament as the first clubs from the Faroe Islands and Iceland to reach the group stage of a UEFA competition, and like Zrinjski Mostar, bringing their country, Bosnia and Herzegovina, also for the first time to this draw. Amazing accomplishment, once again highlighting the beauty and the fairness of UEFA Open competitions. Congratulations to the 32 clubs representing 28 countries for reaching this group phase. And a special welcome to those who will be playing in the group stage of a UEFA club competition for the very first time in their life. This is a tremendous achievement that you should be very proud of, and we wish you nothing but the best on your first European adventures, wherever they may take you. This year's final will invite us to beautiful Athens on 29th May 2024, where only one team will follow in the footsteps of AS Roma and West Ham United, who were able to end their long European trophy droughts. With that being said, we wish everyone the best of luck in this upcoming season. And now we are almost ready for the draw, but almost, because first we'll have to take a quick look at the technical procedure.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the top 8 clubs in the club coefficient rankings, Pot 2 the following 8 clubs in the rankings, and so on for Pots 3 and 4. Clubs from the same country cannot be drawn in the same group. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 clubs from the same association are paired in order to split their kick-off times. that is, one early and one late. For this reason, the 8 groups will be distinguished by colours. Groups A to D will be red and groups E to H will be blue. When a paired club is drawn, for example, into a red group A to D, the other paired club, once it has been drawn, will automatically be assigned to one of the 4 blue groups, E to H. In addition, pairing principles will also be applied between the UEFA Europa Conference League and the UEFA Europa League. Therefore, in the case of associations with one representative in the UECL group stage and one representative in the UEL group stage, these clubs will also be paired so that their matches kick off at different times. In the case of associations with 3 clubs in the same competition and 1 in the other competition, the unpaired club will be paired with the club from the other competition. The teams of Pot 1 will be drawn first. A ball is drawn at random and opened to display the name. The team drawn is placed in the first available group in alphabetical order from A to H, as indicated by the computer. For example, if the team drawn has all 8 options from A to H available, it will be automatically allocated to Group A. In a similar way, if the team drawn has only 6 options available from C to H, it will be automatically allocated to Group C, and so on. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes and those of the teams already drawn, but also the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. This procedure will allocate all teams of Pot 1 to the various groups. It will then be repeated for the teams in Pots 2, 3 and 4 in that order. At the end of the draw, a computer will assign the final positions of the teams within each group. These positions will determine the order of the home and away matches, as well as defining which matches are played with an early or late kick-off. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium and city clashes are taken into account. The match calendar will be released on Saturday morning at the latest.
Okay, the waiting's over. Here we go. The UEFA Europa Conference League group stage. 32 teams split into 8 groups. And of course, Pot 1 represents the top-seeded teams, which this season include the German side Eintracht Frankfurt, Fenerbahce from Turkey, and Lille from northeastern France. So, Giorgio, over to you.
Thank you, Matt. Everything is ready, and we want to go fast, as we can't wait to discover these groups. Dianos, your big hands will show us the groups.
Good luck to everyone.
Good luck to everyone. Team number 1.
Lille.
The team number 1 drawn here is LOSC Lille, which is allocated to Group A. First group, Group A, is the group of LOSC, at the 4th appearance in a UEFA competition group stage in the last 5 seasons.
Ghent.
Now it is KAA Ghent, Group B for Ghent, the quarter-finalists of this competition in 2023, appearing in all the 3 editions played so far of the UEFA Conference League.
Dinamo Zagreb.
GNK Dinamo is the 3rd team drawn, and we can allocate Dinamo to Group C. 16th time of Dinamo Zagreb in group stage of a UEFA competition in the last 17 seasons, so they are very regular qualifying for Europe.
Club Brugge.
Club Brugge, Club Brugge, Group D for Brugge, and like this, we are halfway through. Brugge are finalists of the UEFA Champions Cup in '78 and the Cup final in 1976.
Alkmaar.
Now We move to the Netherlands with AZ, Alkmaar, Group E for Alkmaar, semi-finalists last year in this competition, and importantly, their under-19 team won the UEFA Youth League in April this year.
Ferencváros.
Now it's the turn of the champions of Hungary, Ferencváros. Group F is the group of Ferencváros, which are participating for the 5th successive season in a group stage.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Now we go with Eintracht Frankfurt, winners twice of the UEFA Europa League or UEFA Cup. Group G is the group of Eintracht Frankfurt. Last team of this group is what?
Fenerbahce.
And we go with the cup winners of Turkey, Fenerbahce. They go into Group H. So with this, we have completed pot 1.
Thank you very much. So the first 8 teams have been drawn. So let's move straight on to pot 2, which includes last year's finalist Fiorentina and the 1982 European Cup winners Aston Villa. Toby, it's over to you.
Thank you, Alex. We directly start, little shuffle, and then up to you, Mark, to show us the
Good luck,
first
everybody.
pictures and pairings we're going to see in the Conference League for this season.
Slovan Bratislava.
SK Slovan Bratislava, the champion from Slovakia, reached the round of 16 last season. They will go into Group A, and they won all of their group stage matches in the last season. So we keep on.
Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Maccabi Tel Aviv FC from Israel. They go into a Group B, reaching the knockout round playoffs in 2022. And it's their 9th appearance already in the UEFA Groups Club Competition Group Stage. So they join KAA Ghent from Belgium. And keep on to see next team of pot 2.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa FC from England. Their first appearance in a group stage of the UEFA competition since 2008 and 9. They would go into Group E, where they join AZ Alkmaar from the Netherlands.
FC Victoria.
FC Victoria Pilsen from Czechia going into Group C. It's their 9th appearance of a group stage in UEFA Club competition, and in Group C they will be together with GNK Dynamo. Halfway through, 4 more. Let's see the second half of pot 2, what 4 matchups it will bring to us.
ACF Fiorentina.
ACF Fiorentina from Italy, of course, finalist last year, going into Group F, where they will be together with Ferencváros from Hungary, and 3 more.
Bodo Glimt.
Bodo Glimt from Norway, quarterfinalists in 2022, going into Group D, where they will be with Club Brugge from Belgium. And then we have 2 more left to determine the last teams of pot 2.
PAOK.
PAOK FC from Greece going to Group G with Eintracht Frankfurt. PAOK reaching the quarterfinals in 2022. So we have 1 more team left. We know who it is. We know which group they will join. So let's see to confirm it where
Ludogorets.
Exactly. PFC Ludogorets, 1945, the champion from Bulgaria, reaching the knockout round playoffs the previous season, obviously going to Group H, where they will be together with Fenerbahce from Turkey. So that's pot 2. Back to you.
Thank you, Toby. So 16 teams have now been drawn. And just looking, there are already some tasty matchups in there. If you look at Group A, Lille v Slavan Bratislava. But if you go straight down to E, right there, AZ Alkmaar taking on Aston Villa. The fans are going to be rubbing their hands already, Matt.
They are. I think Alkmaar had to win a penalty shootout last night to make it to the group stage. Let's move on to pot 3, where 8 more teams await their fate, including Besiktas, Legia Warsaw and Zorya Luhansk from Ukraine. So, Giorgio and Trajanos, back to you guys.
Yep. Progressing steadily to the completion of these groups. Trajanos, you will now start delivering us the teams, and we will see where they will go and to play with whom.
Legia.
First team drawn of pot number 3 is Legia Warsaw, and Legia can be allocated to Group E. And Group E means that they will play against AZ Alkmaar and Aston Villa. 8th time of Legia in the group stage of a UEFA competition.
Genk.
Now from Belgium, KRC Genk. And the group where Genk can be allocated is Group F. F together with Ferencváros and Fiorentina for KRC Genk.
Olimpia Ljubljana.
Now Olimpia Ljubljana, the champions of Slovenia, first appearance in a UEFA club competition group stage. Group A is the group of Olimpia, where they find Lask Lille and Slovan Bratislava.
FC Zorya.
Now from Ukraine, Zorya Luhansk, and the group where Zorya is allocated is Group B, together with KA Gent and Maccabi Tel Aviv. After Zorya, we are ready to see another team.
FC Astana.
From the Far East, from Kazakhstan, the champions of Kazakhstan, Astana, Group C for Astana, together with Dinamo and with Victoria Pilsen. 6th appearance of Astana in a group stage.
Helsinki.
Now we move a little bit more up north. Group G for Helsinki. That means Eintracht Frankfurt and PAOK for them as opponents. They were in the group stage of this competition already in 21 and 22.
Besiktas.
Now from Turkey, from Istanbul, Besiktas. Group D is the group of Besiktas, together with Club Brugge and Bodo Glimt. And only one team is left for pot 3. Their name is
FC Spartak Trnava.
Exactly, Spartak Trnava, cup winners of Slovakia. First appearance, Group H of this group stage, together with Fenerbahce and Ludogorets for Spartak Trnava.
Thank you very much. 8 more teams drawn, and inevitably some cracking ties to look forward to. There was a nice little pattern emerging in Group F with Ferencváros and Fiorentina. Sadly, KRC Genk don't have an F in their name, so that pattern's been slightly spoiled. And I'm expecting, if you'll excuse the terrible pun, nothing like a slow game between Slovan Bratislava of Slovakia and the Slovenian side, Olimpia Ljubljana, in Group A. I'll get my coat.
Really interesting. It's all right. I was there with you, Matt. Don't worry. Let's get on to our final pot now, which is, of course, pot 4, which includes several teams making their debut in the group stage of a European competition, including Icelandic side Breiðablik and Klasavik from the Faroe Islands. Toby, it's over to you.
Thank you. Indeed, the last 8 teams to determine the group to start this season Conference League. Mark, up to you now to find the teams to conclude the groups. Mentioned pot for you newcomers.
Klaksvik.
And directly we start with one of the newcomers, Kai Klaksvik, the champion from Faroe Island. Of course, first participation of a Faroe club in a group stage. They will go to Group A, where they will be together with Lille, Slovan Bratislava and Olympic Ljubljana. So that's a good start. Let's see which other groups we can conclude now.
Breidablik.
Next newcomer, Breidablik from Iceland, going to Group B. As well, the first appearance in the group stage of an UEFA club competition, and as well, the first appearance of a group stage of a team from Iceland in a current men's club competition. So that's a really good start with Group A and Group B. And now let's see for the remaining 6.
FC Balkani.
FC Balkani from Kosovo, the champion from Kosovo, going into Group C with GNK Dinamo, Toria Pilsen and FC Astana. Kosovo, FC Balkani as well in the group stage in the previous season. So, see which other group we can determine.
Zrinski.
HSK Zrinski from Bosnia-Herzegovina, the champion there. They are joining in Group E, and they are the first club from Bosnia-Herzegovina joining the group stage of an UEFA Cup competition. So they're joining in Group E with Alkmaar, Aston Villa and Legia Warszawa.
FK Czernicki.
FK Czernicki. There is their first appearance in the group stage of a current UEFA club competition, and they going to Group F, where they will be together with Ferencváros, Fiorentina and KSC Genk from Belgium.
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen FC from Scotland. They joining in Group G together with Eintracht Frankfurt, PAOK and AJK Helsinki. So we have two more groups open as well. See the teams which are remaining.
FC Lugano.
And FC Lugano from Switzerland joining Group D with Club Brugge, Bodo Glimt and Besiktas. It's actually the third appearance of FC Lugano in an UEFA club competition group stage. So now one more team left. We know where they will go.
FC Nordsjælland.
FC Nordsjælland from Denmark. They are joining Group H, where they will be together with Fenerbahce, PFC Ludogorets and FC Spartak Trnava. So that concludes all of the groups, and therefore back to you.
It sure does, thank you. And so there we have it. The draw for the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage is now complete. And some really interesting standout ties to look forward to, Matt. Shall we recap?
Definitely, yep. In the top half, as has been mentioned by Giorgio and Toby, some debutants that will be very excited, fans from Klaksvik and the Faroe Islands, thinking about trips to Slovakia, Slovenia, and obviously to Lille in France. Similarly in Group B for Breidablik from Iceland. They're off to Zoria, who obviously may not well play in Ukraine, for the time being at least, to Israel to play Maccabi and KAA Ghent. And a little further down in Group C and D, Balkani from Kosovo, another debut team, playing Astana from Kazakhstan, as well as Pilsen and Dinamo Zagreb. So some real European pedigree in that group. While Bruges, the top team in Group D, have Bodo Glimt from Norway, Besiktas of Turkey and Lugano from Switzerland. So again, quite a power-packed group. In the bottom half, Aston Villa, with Unai Emery now in charge. Alkmaar, mentioned that's quite the tie, and Legia Warsaw and Zrinski from Mostar in Bosnia, another debut team in Group E. In F, Ferencváros, Fiorentina, we talked about the Fs, and then Genk and Čukarički, which is easy for a lad from Liverpool to say, from Serbia in Group F. In Group G, Eintracht and PAOK. Trojanos, I'm sure, was interested to see how that group emerged with Helsinki and Aberdeen. And then Fenerbahce at the top of Group H with Ludogorets, Spartak Trnava from Slovakia, and Nordsjælland from Denmark.
Yes, some great matchups there. Well, it's a massive thank you to our special guest who joined us for the draw, Trianos Delas, and to Mark Noble, and of course to Giorgio and Toby. Thank you so much. Well, the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage will be kicking off on the 21st of September, and we wish you all the very best of luck to all 32 teams.
OK, just remains to say that from Alex, from myself, and of course to everybody here in Monaco, thank you very much for your company. Bye for now.